All right. What is going on, folks? I see some people saying, what we playing? Who is this? Man, let me tell you what we got in store for you. Welcome to a brand new episode of Strong Arm Sports, man. One of the realest sports podcasts in all the land. We do a weekly sports show. We two regular guys who love sports, and we come out here and we spit them actual factuals. We don't sugarcoat. We don't really care about trying to stay politically correct. We just come out here and talk sports in an old school barbershop type of way. If you're new here, man, I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
And I'm your boy LeParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. We got a great show lined up for you guys today, man.
It's pretty good.
Man, let me tell you. Spade, you know what? I ain't even going to tell them. We just going to jump right into it. We're going to start with the association. We got to start with the Western Conference Finals. That had everybody going crazy because the Thunder was up 3-1. The Thunder was up 3-1. The memes was flying. Everybody was saying it was over for Golden State. They saying it was over. Golden State came out, if you guys didn't know, in game 5? Game 5? And, you know, they played sloppy. Okay, say you played sloppy, but Golden State was able to pull out a victory at home. Spade, first question. Yes. I want you to give me your thoughts on Game 5.
Game 5 was basically a team with their back against the wall fighting for their lives, which is what you want to see. Golden State had to perform. They came out and they played well because they absolutely had to. Yep. We know they played well at home. They was at home. They defended home court. Game 6, however, is where we're going to see where everybody cojones at. We're going to see who got big cojones in Game 6.
I think everybody, well, I don't want to say everybody. I think a lot of people thought that Golden State would come out and get the win in Game 5. A lot of people said Golden State would win Game 5. OKC will win Game 6. Game 6 is tonight, Spade. It's tonight. So I know everybody about to get everything in order over this Memorial Day weekend. Oh, yeah, we won't see you guys Monday. Happy Memorial Day. You know, happy Memorial Day weekend. You know, everybody getting things in order for Memorial Day weekend. And everybody going to be ready for this game tonight. Game 6, Spade, who you got? This isn't the pick'em game either. Matter of fact, let's make it the pick'em game. I'm a strong arm you. That's what we doing, strong arm sports.
I can deal with that.
And I'm gonna make it the pick'em game. Game 6 tonight, Spade.
All right, check this out. Now, first, I'm gonna kind of ride the fence a little bit. Whoever win tonight is winning. With that being said, man, if OKC cannot win tonight, it is over. However, with that being said, man, I really think you're gonna see. Man, you know what's funny? Let's be honest. We had OKC losing to the Spurs. The fact that we even having this conversation right there takes me back to me saying, kudos Billy Donovan. I think Billy Donovan is the best coach that's going to be at the game, and I think Billy Donovan's going to get it done. Jokes aside, though, I'm going to tell you why I'm picking OKC. It was a huge discrepancy in free throw attempts last game, and usually you see referees do this. Like after a game when everybody goes, man, this team wasn't getting a lot of calls. Subconsciously, the officiating crew comes out the next night and they try to even the odds. I think you're going to see Russell Westbrook be very aggressive, which he is anyway. He's basically chaos. But this whole thing about whether or not Steph can guard him, I really think you're going to see Russ go 8. He's going to go 8 tonight, okay? So I got OKC in a hard-fought game. I know Sam in the crowd. Sam, I'm sorry, bro.
Let me tell you. I'm going to have to agree with you. Whoever wins tonight wins the series. I said, Spade, what did I say to you before Game 5? I said, the Thunder better not thunder. Because if they thunder, you was like, what did you ask me, Spade? You said you think Golden State can get this in 7?
In a row?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, the Thunder better not thunder. The Thunder better not. I can't use profanity. We on EA Sports. The Thunder better not mess this up. Don't mess this up, Thunder. Let me tell you, Game 5, Spade, real quick. I'm gonna keep it quick. Game 5. Like you said, the free throws was crazy, but Westbrook didn't play his normal self. He was off. Like Westbrook was off. You know, it was a ton of turnovers. Like the Thunder played very sloppy in Game 5, and they still barely.
And they was in it.
Yeah, man. Like the Warriors still barely almost beat them. Like you think when they get that steal, if KD bangs that 3, what they down 2?
They down
2.
They
come on, man. They was this close to winning that game over there in the Oracle. Now Game 6 tonight, like I agree with you. I think Westbrook is way better at home, and as Charles Barkley and Shaq and them say, I think they get better help from the others. I think Waiters in Game 5 went scoreless. Roberson, whatever you want to call himself, He fouled out. I don't think that happens with them at home tonight.
Right.
And I got OKC tonight. But Thunder, you guys better not Thunder. Because if y'all let
go back to Oracle, it's a wrap, man.
Yeah, man. If y'all let Golden State win this game tonight, they taking it back to the Oracle, and they're gonna win. They're gonna win 4-3. Yeah. So you don't want to go back to Golden State. You better end it tonight. Interested to know what you guys think in the comment section. I see a lot of people saying Thunder. I see a lot of people saying Thunder. I see a lot of people saying Warriors. Leave your thoughts. If you live with us, leave your thoughts. Live, be reading right now. And leave your thoughts in the comment section down below if you're not live. Spade, let's go.
All right, check this out. You talk Western Conference Finals, and that was dope. I want to talk Eastern Conference Finals. And I know what y'all saying. Wait a minute, Spade, that's over. It is over, but let's talk about it. Because this was going to be, I don't know how many times in history, the last team I saw sweep their way to the finals was a Laker team. The Lakers did that one year. We thought the Cavs was going to sweep their way to the finals. The Cavs should have swept their way to the finals. The Cavs got up 2-0 in two very decisive wins against Toronto, and then 2 games they kind of looked like they forgot how to play basketball.
True.
More importantly, LeBron James goes to the finals for the 6th consecutive time. That is crazy.
Spade, I got a stat for you.
You got a stat. I got a stat
for you. I ain't usually the stat boy on
right. That's kind
of SAS. That's what you do. But I got a stat.
All right.
This is only the 8th time, if I'm not mistaken. The 8th. Let me check it. Boop boop. 8th time that somebody. Yeah. 8th time that somebody went to the finals this many times in a row for like 50 years. And guess what? Them other players was all Celtics when the Celtics had they insane run of however many championships in a row. Them was them,
that dynasty.
Them damn Celtics. But look, this is just very impressive by LeBron. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, basically, I mean, what I want to say is this. Well, you know what? I'll save my opinion for later. Eastern Conference Finals, man. What's your wrap up on that?
Let me tell you something. The Cavs, they ended up handling their business. I wish they would have showed that killer instinct when they had, they had the chance to really get out of this series, and I mean get out of this series quick, and they just didn't show that killer instinct. Now let me tell you something. In the finals, regardless who they play, whether it's the Warriors or the Thunder, they're gonna have to bring it every night. Like
every single night.
I know people say that all the time. You should be bringing it every night anyway. But sometimes these teams get lackadaisical. Like you seen LeBron and not this game right here, not this game they just played, but the previous game, LeBron just looked like, especially like the last 5-6 minutes, he just didn't look right. LeBron sometimes find himself. I look at LeBron and I find him sometimes not wanting to shoot. Like one time LeBron caught the ball on the baseline and he could have easily did a hook shot or drove to the paint, and he was looking to pass, and I'm like, man, they had a shot, and I think they lost that previous game because of LeBron. He didn't have that killer instinct in that game. Now they came out this last game yesterday, and I mean they looked amazing. Like they was like, let's get them out of here, which is what they should have been doing anyway. Right. I mean, they can't go into the finals with that same mind state. They better get right. I mean, we're going to talk about some things coming up in the near future about the finals. And I got some questions I want to ask you about LeBron and if he loses this finals, but I don't want to talk about that today, Spade. But okay. I want LeBron to start turning these finals appearances into rings.
Well, this is what I want to say. I feel you, and I get it. This is what I think, though. I think, don't get me wrong, it's easier in basketball because you only got 10 guys on the court at a time. Yeah. One phenomenal player can raise his team to a certain point, but I still think it takes a team to win a championship. I think it's a very impressive stat to say that he took a team 6 consecutive years to the finals.
Very impressive.
It's very impressive. And I know the losses look bad, but I mean, I really think he could really go to any team in the East and get there. I'm about ready to say he could go to any team in the West and get there. I think he's that player. So for that reason, I think it's pretty impressive. Now, I guess we'll save some of this stuff for after the show. We got a great show lined up, and after the show, we got some other stuff we want to talk about. But anyway, I'll let you move forward, man. What you got for me?
Spade. We talked about NBA awards.
NBA awards.
A couple of shows ago, man. And, you know, we had some things to say. Why do it take this long? You know, what's going on?
Yeah.
So they released another list. First team, second team, third team, all NBA. If you guys didn't see it, I'm going to tell you guys who want it. Don't mind me. I'm grabbing my phone. If you guys didn't know, first team all NBA is Bron, Kawhi, DeAndre Jordan, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook. Second team, I'm just going to run through a spade. Second team, Durant, Draymond Green, DeMarcus Cousins, who I think should have been first team. We'll talk about that in a few. Chris Paul, Damian Lillard. Third team, Paul George, LaMarcus Aldridge, Andre Drummond, Klay Thompson, and Kyle Lowry. Yeah, Spade. That's not all, though, Spade. That's not all. If you guys didn't know, Anthony Davis' contract was for $145 million.
Okay.
And his contract took a little dip when they released when they released these all NBA teams. You may say, why is contract take a dip? LeParis, Strong Arm Sports. Why did his contract take a dip? I'm gonna tell you why. He had a $24 million bonus if he made one of these all NBA teams, which he didn't. So it went down to $121 million. So AD not only lost $25 million for not making an all NBA team, he wasn't on any of the teams. So Spade, the question is, one, who got snubbed? Two, did AD get snubbed? And not all, Spade. Damian Lillard made some bread.
Right.
Damian Lillard also made some bread for making the all NBA team.
I'm ready to
Spade,
get in the ring, Coach. I'm ready to get in the ring.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was listening to the names. I was listening to the names. You was calling those names, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. In case y'all new here, that's WAYMENT.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is James Harden?
Okay.
Where is James Harden? So wait a minute. I don't know why the league don't like my boy. Yeah. I don't know if it's because of his beard.
Let me ask you, Spade, before you go on your tantrum.
Because it's about to be one.
I know.
It's about to damn be one.
Who you taking off, Spade? Who you taking off?
I tell you what I'm willing to do. Because you know me, I'm a numbers guy. I crunch numbers, right? What I'm willing to do is Kyle Lowry or Clay Matthews can play paper, rock, scissors, and who is one of them gots to go. They gots to go. Let me give you some stats. Let me give you some stats.
You say Clay Matthews.
Oh, what I say? I said Clay Matthews?
You said Clay Matthews.
Well,
Clay Thompson.
If Clay Matthews on the list, he definitely got to go because he's a linebacker. You ain't got no business up here.
Okay.
Check this out. Sam, take a play off, Sam. I got some stats for you. James Harden, second in the league in scoring. 1 point, I think he was 1, maybe 2 points off the scoring champ Steph Curry. We talking 29 points a game. We talking 8 dimes.
Yeah. 8
dimes? Who you passing to on Houston team to get you 8 dimes? 8 dimes, 6 boards, and 2 steals. Well, y'all gonna say, well, Clay played pretty good. Clay averaged 22 a game, which is pretty respectable. And somebody's gonna say Clay didn't score that much because he got Steph. That's the scoring leader. So I'm gonna give him a pass on scoring. 2 dimes a game for anybody on the Warriors. 2 dimes a game, 4 rebounds a game. Clay like 6'8", right? 4 rebounds a game. Okay, hold up. Kyle Lowry, 21 points a game. Kyle Lowry don't even lead his team in scoring. He ain't even the leading scorer on his team. DeMar DeRozan, the regular season, leading scorer for that team. 21 a game, 6 dimes, 5 boards. DeRozan averaged more points a game than Kyle Lowry. First, let me get that out there. Then I looked at their efficiency rating because everything is about analytics. So I wanted to give y'all an analytical answer. James Harden, 28 efficiency rating. 28. Kyle Lowry, 18. He ain't even at 20. Man, one of them dudes got to go, bruh. Matter of fact, 3 people. Look, Kyle Lowry, okay, Klay Thompson, and Clay Matthews, because he ain't supposed to be in the NBA anyway. All 3 of them got to go. Get him out of here, man. Put my boy James where he belongs, man. I'm tired of them disrespecting James Harden, bro. No, I'm not finna calm down, bro. I'm not finna calm down.
Relax.
I ain't finna relax.
They put Clay Matthews and Klay Thompson on there because they was on the 73-win team. That's why Clay is up there. So you got to respect that, Spade. If anybody needs to come up, it got to be Lowry. But
wait. Why you saying Clay should be on that?
Spade, you got to be able to understand why Clay is up there.
I don't.
They won 73 wins. It's just like when the Hawks had the best record in the league. All them damn Hawks went to the
I'll buy some of that.
All-Star game.
Okay, well, Kyle got to go. Kyle, get your stuff.
Yeah, I say Kyle.
And go back to the 6.
Okay,
no way Kyle Lowry should be. Come on, man.
Kyle Lowry should be up there because if you was going to put a Raptor up there, in my opinion, it got to be DeRozan. If it was going to be a Raptor up there, it got to be DeRozan. So, I mean, Spade, I don't know.
It damn sure better not be DeRozan over no James Harden. I'm sick of the James Harden disrespect, bro. I'm sick of it.
I'm saying if you wanted to pick a Raptor, I think it should have been DeRozan, not Lowry. If you was going to pick a Raptor, I say you take Kyle Lowry off and put James up there. For whatever reason, the league don't like James Harden, and it's just insane that he didn't make one of these teams. Let me also ask you, how you feel about DeAndre Jordan being first team and Boogie being second team?
That's comical. They don't like Boogie. We know they don't like Boogie.
They hate Boogie Cousins too. Like, to me, when I seen that, I was like,
I can't even make sense of it.
His Cousins.
Yeah, Boogie scored twice as much.
And almost like maybe one rebound shot of what he get.
You know, at first I was really trying to figure that out. I said, well, DeAndre Jordan consistently leads the league in field goal percentage. It's because they all dunks. He don't do nothing but finish alley-oops from Chris Paul. Like, man, bruh, this list is crazy.
I mean, I
gotta ask you a question. I want to strong on you and the listeners. Should AD have been on this list anywhere? Not even third team?
You know what? Let me look at it. I don't see AD being on this list. Who are you taking on? First of all, his team decreased in wins. And I mean, who are you taking off? LaMarcus Aldridge, he pretty much, I mean, Tim Duncan just looked like a shell of himself. And Kawhi in LA was pretty much holding that team down all season. Like, they've been doing their thing. So which big are you taking off? Like I said, they're going to reward the Warriors. They had a 73-win season. I don't see them taking off Kawhi. I don't see them taking off DeAndre Jordan. I kind of think they threw DeAndre some love because they pretty much played without Blake all season. So I guess that's why they gave DeAndre Jordan some love.
I don't like that. You know what I think they're doing? They might be looking at win-loss records. Well, let's face it. You play for the Clippers, you probably going to have a better record than the Pels. You probably going to have a better record than the Pelicans. I got to be honest with you. I wouldn't be mad if AD got LaMarcus Aldridge's spot.
I don't know, Spade.
I wouldn't be mad. Let's face it.
I don't know.
LA came on strong at the end. You got to remember, Twitter ran LA off of Twitter.
Yeah, but
Spurs fans was getting at them on Twitter about
LA,
underperforming.
LA was playing through an injury when AD get a headache and be out 2 weeks. Come on, Spade.
That's true.
AD
will chip a nail and sit out. That's true.
That hangnail and be like, coach. Like AD would be like, yo, I'm going to play. Get a hangnail and be like, yo, I need to sit out this game. So let's just keep it 100. Like, okay. LA was playing through an injury.
All right. This is what I need from y'all before we move forward. Just in the comment section, all I need is a Y or an N. Should Harden have been on the list? Sam, don't troll. Should Harden have been on the list? And y'all, if you had a vote, do you put Harden on there? Give me a Y and LaParis. What else we got, bro?
I definitely think Harden should have been on the list.
He gets a HY from me. He gets a hell yeah.
Yeah, I think he should have.
Stone Cold or whoever used to say that.
Kyle Lowry out of there, man. Like I said, if you was going to pick a Raptor, he wasn't even the best Raptor according to the stats. Before we even move on, people saying Wade. If you look at the stats, Wade, man, listen, Bosh was cooking before he went down.
Home strong late in the year.
Yeah, man.
And I love Wade.
But Bosh was cooking.
But Wade is not more deserving. Regular season. For the regular, he's not more deserving than Harden. He's not. Anyway, we're talking Houston Rockets. Houston just hired a new coach. Now, before I tell you guys who it is, you probably already know. Let me give you.
It's Pat Ewing?
I wish it was. That probably would have been better. Let me tell you what
Kevin
they did.
McHale? Van Gundy? Somebody.
Worse.
Oh, my gosh.
The Rockets have one issue that keeps them from being a really good team, and that's that they are an awful defensive team. It's crazy because you got Pat Bev, one of the best perimeter defensive point guards. You got Trevor Ariza, who was once considered a great perimeter defender. Long arms, get steals. You got Dwight Howard, once defensive player of the year. You know, they look good on paper. On the hardwood, they look like trash at times. They look like trash. So they went and they hired D'Antoni, the guy who is notorious for not knowing how to coach defense, the offensive guy. Houston don't really need help with offense. I mean, then again, we should ask James. They don't need help when James is doing everything. If you kind of need somebody else to do something, sometimes they need help. Then again, they got Michael Beasley late in the year, who's also an offensive. Like he's a bucket getter. I like that guy. He's a ball player.
Yeah.
D'Antoni is an awful coach for this team, and I don't have a beef with D'Antoni, but he's an awful coach for this team for multiple reasons. For one, I already told you he's a bad defensive coach. For two, Houston need to be trying to decide what they're going to do about Dwight Howard. I thought maybe they wanted Dwight back. Dwight and D'Antoni hate each other.
They did.
They don't like each other.
Yep.
So is this Houston's way of saying, look, Dwight, we pushing you out the door. Just go. I don't know what's going on, bro. How you feel about the hire?
I definitely, first of all, if they wanted Dwight, or if they didn't want Dwight back, this is definitely the hire you make if you want Dwight out of there. Because they hated each other when Dwight was with the Lakers.
Hated each other.
That did not work out. Let me say this, man. I'm not gonna sit here and be naive and say D'Antoni, Mike D'Antoni, whatever his name is. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not a good coach. But how do Mike D'Antoni and when they talk about records as a coach, this guy is about this much over 500. It's like 480 something to like 460 something. It's just insane. And I mean, he keep landing great jobs. And when I say great jobs, I don't mean the team is great. I'm talking about a job that a coach would be like, yo, this is a prestigious team. Like, they great jobs. Like, prestige. Yeah, you know what I mean? He keep landing great jobs. Like, he went from Phoenix, which, he was cooking in Phoenix, but he had one of the, fastest paced offense. I mean, let's keep it real. He went to the playoffs, but they didn't win anything. Now, a lot of people could say, well, they got cheated. That's neither here nor there. I can tell you hella times my Cowboys got cheated, but that's, Dez caught it, by the way.
Oh, my God.
Caught it.
We
I'm just
really
saying,
ain't finna do that.
Crap happens. Crap happens.
Unfortunately.
But, he went to Phoenix. He, had a nice little run in Phoenix. After that, he went to, like, the Knicks. Then he went to the Lakers. And let's just be real. Like, he didn't do nothing with any of these teams. How do he keep landing jobs? Who was his agent? I mean, D'Antoni must be the best salesman alive. How do he keep selling these teams on his philosophy that he's a great coach and keep landing these great jobs? How?
Yeah.
I don't understand, man. I don't like the hire. I think they could have did I'd have rather them hired Van Gundy back, keeping it real.
Yeah.
Like, I would have rather them hired him back.
I don't know, man. D'Antoni does keep landing jobs. I honestly don't think this is a great job. And I mean, I'm a Harden fan, but this team is in disarray during the playoffs.
And they old, Spade. They are old.
They're definitely getting older, man. The Jet so old, man.
I mean, look at the team, Spade.
The Jet old to death. Like
Brewer, Ariza.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him, Beasley. They just brought back Beasley, who got drafted the same year as Rose. Like, they are older team, man. I mean, Monty Uma's got back problems. Like, this is an older team, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Pat be doing all that sweating, and that's probably it. I should have told my boy to powder down. D'Antoni keeps getting gigs, man. I don't know, you guys. I'm reading some comments. Y'all let me know how you feel about the D'Antoni hire. And before y'all even say, well, he's not that bad. Whatever your team is, would you want D'Antoni for your team? That's the question. LePez, what else we got, bro?
Spade, I see some quick comments, man. They saying I said D'Antoni was over 500 by that much. It's like 460 something.
Yeah, he's over.
450 something. Like,
he's over.
Yeah, I'm still not impressed. But let's move on, Spade.
All right.
Moving on. Now we talked about the draft lottery last week. If you guys was here,
yep.
And Spade kind of put a scenario together with a Sixers trade the pick, and it was mixed signals. People were saying it was dumb.
Oh,
People
no,
were saying
it was genius.
People were saying it was dumb. People were saying they liked it. A lot of it was mixed signals, man. I thought it was a smart thing to do.
It was.
But
genius.
Guess what? In typical Philadelphia, six is going six. Six is going six. Instead of trading the first pick, Sixers came out this week, if you guys didn't hear, and was like, you know what? We want to trade Okafor and Noel. We want to trade both of these guys.
Picks.
Spade, what the hell are the Sixers doing?
I don't know, and it's crazy because they're under new leadership, so to speak. So I expected the face palm moves to stop. They said, look, Okafor looked like he could be all right. Noel actually just started playing well for us. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get rid of both of them. We're going to keep Embiid, which I understand they got to keep Embiid because he don't have any trade value. We're going to keep Embiid, the guy who we ain't never seen hoop in the NBA. We don't even know I don't even know what jersey number the dude is, man. What number is Embiid?
I have no clue, Spade. I ain't never seen him in a jersey,
I ain't never seen him in a jersey. We never seen Embiid in a jersey. So you're going to go, I don't know. To me, I just think it's dumb. Now, at the same time, before I destroy them, though, hold up. I don't know what they could possibly get. And if somebody out there trying to break bread for, and give a veteran, I really feel like they need a veteran. If you're talking about taking Simmons, you need a veteran. That's what I think, anyway. I mean, hell, what do I know?
Hey, I heard and read some reports that that the Bulls are interested in Okafor, and they're trying to make, put together a package to get Okafor in Chicago. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it, but I think that'd be a good fit for Okafor. I don't know what's a good fit for Noel, but I'm just
what would they
shocked.
Get back? What they get from Chicago?
Usually when it's this type of thing and one team don't have something, they usually do like a 3-team trade and throw in some, another team that's really trying to unload a salary or something. They'll figure it out. They figure things out like that. But I don't know where Noel will land. I'm just Philadelphia, man. If I'm a Sixers fan, man, I'm looking like, what in the hell,
Noel
man?
just started looking good to me. Like, he just started to hoop.
Let me tell you something. I seen the experts. I call them experts because if we say something, Spade, people will be like, man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. But soon as another
ESPN come back and
sports
co-sign what we
say it,
I like that, though.
They'll be like, oh, my gosh, like, they're right. And we'd be like,
and I like that they come back. Yeah, they'll come back. Most people come back and say, Spade, you was right. And I live for those you was right moments. So I'm all right with it.
A lot of times, a lot of people will come up in the comment section and be like, blah, blah, blah said. And we'd be like, yo, we said that 2 weeks ago. But anyway, the experts said that they wouldn't miss Okafor or Noel because they got Embiid. And I'm sitting here like,
we don't
really?
even know if Embiid is playing next year. Right.
Do they have Embiid? I don't know if they have Embiid. I don't know what the Sixers is doing. And this proves to me that they definitely want to draft Ben Simmons. A lot of people were saying, they want Ingram. I don't know. I think this proves right here that Simmons. They want to take Ben Simmons. Spade, right? I don't know what the hell Philadelphia is doing. They're supposed to be under new leadership. I think they're under the Colangelos, who actually helped put the USA team together. People respect the Colangelo family as, when it comes to building a team. I guess they know what they're doing. We have to wait and see. But right now, I'm like, damn, you want to trade both of those guys? I don't know.
A couple of more points and then I'll move forward. One, you gotta, like, what are they shopping for? That's kind of what I want to know. And my concern, if you're a Sixer fan, and I'm sure it's only a few of y'all remaining. It used to be a lot, but they all getting sick of this mess. But if you're a Sixer fan, you got to ask yourself, okay, if we trading Noel and Okafor, and we're going to draft Simmons, it almost seems like winning ain't really the main objective. Maybe it's just selling, tickets. Again, I get that because Ben Simmons is going to be crazy marketable. He comes in with all this hype. I mean, more hype than I'd give a person that can't make it to the NCAA tourney, but that's neither here nor there. I just don't. We got to send somebody from there to show from last week. I gave him the blueprint.
Spade, I'm looking up. Right now as we speak, because I read something else, but I forgot. But I looked it up. They said that Noel, a landing spot for Noel, could be the Boston Celtics. Now we know the Boston Celtics, another team that got a slew of picks in upcoming drafts. I don't know if do they trade one of these guys for more draft pick? I mean, I don't know, but they saying that Noel could be a landing spot with the Celtics. Do they want Jay Chubbs? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, but they saying that the Celtics could be a landing spot for Noel. I'm reading it right now as we speak.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
I don't know what the Sixers is doing, man.
Let's talk some NFL news. You good with that?
Finally.
Yeah, I know.
Finally.
You was all hype about that. Check this out, man. We're gonna talk New York Jets.
Oh,
this whole thing with Ryan Fitzpatrick and Are they going to bring him back? Are they going to pay him what he want to be paid? Is he going to be traded? Is he going to retire? It's just been a fiasco. But there's another chapter to the book that is the fiasco.
Okay.
This past week, not one, not two, I'm not doing LeBron, but 3 New York Jets no-show for OTAs. I'm talking about 2 wide receivers, of course, and an offensive lineman. That'll be Marshall, that'll be Decker, and that'll be, brain fart, help me out.
Nick Mango.
Mango recently just had a kid, though. I think he just had a kid Tuesday. So Nick Mango, his thing might be, hey, I don't know if this is his first kid. Now, if it's not his first kid, I don't think it's the kid. But your first kid, like, you can't fire yourself away. I get that. 2 wide receivers, no-show. It really looks, now it's not confirmed, but it really looks like they no-show to show their support of Fitzpatrick. It may be working. The Jets came back and reportedly, allegedly, have offered Fitzpatrick a deal rumored at about $12 million for the first year. That's all they'll say. I don't know what happens in those next years. Now, if you guys remember, the deal they had on the table for him was about $8 million, which is low. I mean, still $8 million. You let me know where to sign. I'm slinging interceptions to the other team. I mean, I can throw 3 picks in a game.
Yeah.
You know, on the biggest stage of the season. But I don't know, man. If you Geno or one of these other guys, how you feel about this? The 2 receivers sitting out because they want Fitz.
Well, listen, if I'm Geno or one of them other guys, I'm still getting paid. I got to go out there and act like I'm the starter. Fitzpatrick ain't here.
That's true.
Fitzpatrick ain't here. I got to be a professional. Because let me tell you something. Other teams are watching. They might say they not, but they looking. And who knows? I mean, let me tell you something. When Mark Sanchez could go land with the Denver Broncos, you never know who looking. You never know who looking. Sanchez keep getting jobs out there. So for Geno, Bryce Petty, and Hackenberg, those dudes need to go out there like they're the starters. Like they got a chance to be the starter. They need to go out there and be professional. Now, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, like you said, Mango's a little sketchy because we don't know.
Right.
But, they play with Fitzpatrick and they feel like they got something there. You know, they just picked up Forte.
Right.
They picked up Forte, and, I mean, they think they got something. So, of course, if Spade, if Strong Arm Sports was to ever, make it big time and they like, I want to replace Spade, I'm holding out, bro. You ain't replacing my dog.
Nah, I got a good memory.
I'm holding out, man.
You said something in our old show. Let me know. You said, I'm going to get this money, and I got you on the back end, so I already know how you roll. Let me give you some stats.
Unless the bread too good.
Yeah, I already know. Let me give you some stats. Decker and Marshall combined for a franchise record 189 combined receptions, 26 TDs. So, I don't know. Maybe they got incentive-based contracts as well. If you got an incentive-based contract and you feel like this guy give you the best chance of getting your money, I don't know if it's about money. I'm just throwing that out there. At the same time, the one thing that they got hurting them is, okay, y'all set a franchise record. You almost had 190. You almost had 200 receptions. You almost had 30 touchdowns, and y'all still didn't make the playoffs. And each of you guys are a year older. Are y'all going to be better this year or worse? And one last point on Forte. I know they like Forte, and Forte makes their team better. He's a great receiver out of the backfield. I don't think he's as good a running back as Chris Ivory, and I also think he has a lot of miles on him. That man got 350,000 miles on that odometer. Ain't no telling how long, I don't know how effective he's going to be, but we can move forward, bro.
I think at one point, Forte was like 60-something% of the Bears offense.
Yeah, he got a lot of miles.
Insane, yo.
This trade,
that's insane.
It reminds me of when the Falcons got Steven Jackson. The Falcons thought they was getting Steven Jackson of old, but he had a lot of miles on him because he was all of the Rams' offense at the time.
Was.
And that's what Forte was. He was all of Chicago's offense, running the ball, catching the ball, blocking for Cutler. He was doing it all, man, and I think he got a lot of miles on him. So I think the Jets might get a year of good production out of Forte, and then y'all better start looking for another running back like yesterday. That's what I think.
So you talk Jets, you talk New York Jets.
Yes.
I'm gonna take it on down the turnpike. We're gonna go to Baltimore, Maryland, man.
All right.
We're gonna go right to Baltimore, Maryland, and we're gonna talk Ray Rice being brought back to talk to the Ravens rookies. One, I got 2 questions for you, Spade.
Okay.
1, how do you feel about that? And 2, is Ray Rice the right person? Is Ray Rice the right person to bring back to talk to these rookies?
Let me do it out of order. Can I do it out of order? Because I got a problem following directions.
Okay, go ahead.
he's definitely the right person. Okay. You get him in, he can scare the bejesus out of folks. Yeah, he's in there saying, look, man, this opportunity is so rare, you better cherish it. It's not promised. You could be out of here tomorrow. I felt like I was still in my prime. Look at me now. I'm bagging groceries on the corner down there. You want paper or plastic? He's the perfect guy for the job. Yeah. Now, should they have reached out to him? Should he do it? Hell no. If I'm Ray Rice and I'm begging these guys to just give me an opportunity, man, they picked up a man named Odell Beckham Jr. cousin. Nobody knows this dude's name. Now, granted, he didn't make the team, but he got an opportunity. Nobody would even give Ray Rice an opportunity. And you want to make, like, you can't call me for a job. You can't call me for an opportunity. But you want me to come in here and let them know how quick this could all be gone? I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. I ain't doing that. Bro. I ain't doing that one.
Gotta take that job. First of all, you just said he looking for a check.
Paper or plastic?
Spade, he over there looking for a check.
Paper or plastic?
I know damn well Ray Rice ain't doing it for free. And this could potentially turn into one of those motivational travel around the world type of speak to people type of situations. In the back, let me tell you something. Spade, let me tell you something.
Not going back, bro.
I really think that Ray Rice is definitely the right person to speak to people.
Oh, yeah.
They should bring him to the rookie symposium. They should bring him to that. Have him talk to all the rookies.
Because if they gonna give him a reoccurring role.
But I read what's going on, and this could potentially turn into like one of those jobs where Ray Rice could get like he could be in charge of like player. It's like something that like a player counselor.
Okay.
It could potentially turn into one of those type of joints. But
okay.
I definitely think Ray Rice is the right person. But one thing, I know Ray Rice's career is over. I think Ray Rice has been out of the league for like 3 years, so it's over. Ain't nobody signing Ray Rice. It's over.
Sean Moreno's back.
I mean, he's trying to make a comeback. Sean is trying to make a comeback.
No Sean couldn't even stay healthy when he was here.
I don't know if anybody gonna give him a tryout, but
let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
And we've never discussed this. Why don't Ray just go to why don't he go to the Canadian Football League?
I say this all the time.
Come get Ray Rice?
Get a job in the league. It's definitely you want to smoke weed and do all that crap in the NFL, man. You can smoke weed up in Canada in the CFL. Ricky Williams did it, man. It's a ton of man. I don't know why a lot of dudes. They said Vernon Adams from the Oregon Ducks, the quarterback, he wasn't drafted. They said it's a slew of teams in Canada that want this guy and he don't want to go. I don't know why. Man, people in the chat are saying the CFL is trash. That's a check though. Like Warren
Moon need a job right now. It's paper or plastic.
Man, Warren Moon was in the CFL and I think the USFL. Doug Flutie was up in the CFL cooking,
right?
Cooking. Right. So I mean, I don't know why dudes don't want to go.
Cameron Wake wasn't Cameron Wake there?
Cameron Wake came from the CFL.
There. He came from there. Man, go get you a check, Ray. Tuck your pride in your back pocket, man, and go, man.
Babe, I think Ray Rice, of all the people that had domestic issues, and I mean, we're talking Greg Hardy, Ray Rice is the only person that I think sincerely really showed remorse. Like, I mean, Greg Hardy's still out there, right. He penning letters saying he still ain't never touched no woman. Right. Greg Hardy out there saying, like, I was wrongfully accused, and clearly it showed by the female not showing up. No, Greg, you paid that check.
It showed that she got broke off.
Yeah, that you cut that check. And I think Ray Rice is the only person that showed remorse. And I think if the Ravens want to offer him a job or another team want to offer him a job, not necessarily saying as their running back, but in some type of way or form, where helping keep these rookies in line and telling them, just being show that these rookies could fall on, like, man, I might have messed up. I don't think they should stop Ray Rice. He made a mistake, and I think he honestly is the only one that's showing remorse.
I'm not gonna say he made a mistake. We're not even gonna get into that. I'm not gonna go down that street. I will say this: they've definitely been guys that have kind of. I mean, look at Johnny. I mean, I know we said we'll never talk him again, but Johnny still can't get right, and he's gotten more chances. I guess what I'm saying is this: I mean, what Ray did was horrible, man, and we had the video to see it, which made it 100 times worse.
Yeah.
But he messed up one time that we know of. I don't know what else is going on. He messed up one time, and I don't know. But at the same time, man, Ray, go Rap said if you a star, you don't get but 100,000. But I don't know what he getting now, but it ain't no 100,000.
You ain't lying.
You better go run the pill and look nice for 50,000 and watch somebody get you on the practice squad or something, man.
You ain't lying.
Keep your options open. What else
Cameron Wake was like a 28-year-old rookie for the Dolphins.
Cameron Wake is that dude.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's opportunities out there. I don't know why these guys don't want to take it. Vernon Adams, he wasn't even drafted in Canada on the phone with him, and he's saying he don't want to go. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Yeah, but anyway, Spade.
It's my favorite segment of the show, man.
Nah.
It ain't?
Nah, I'm strong arming the topic in here, Spade.
Right here, I got favorite segment of the show.
No. This is why I strong arm sports, because I'm strong arming the segment in here, bro.
Well, let's get it then. What we got?
Let's take it to the NCAA. If you guys haven't heard, man, we got to take it down. If I'm not mistaken, Waco? I think it's Waco, Texas? We got to take it down to Baylor University. Baylor University, man. If you guys haven't heard, it look like Art Browse is out as head coach of the Baylor Bears. If you guys don't know, it's been a lot of controversy surrounding the Baylor football program. Guys have been getting banged for sexual assault left and right, and word on the street, the report hasn't came out. Like, the full report hasn't came out yet, but word on the street is Art Browse and some of those top, athletic director and all those top presidents in Baylor was covering all that up. They were just kicking dirt all over that bad smelling, you know what I want to say, all that bad smelling manure. They was just kicking dirt all on that. They was covering up, and it looked like Art Browse is out as Baylor head coach. Spade, this is big accusations, and if you don't remember, Baylor was in controversy before with the Dennehy case. It was a Baylor basketball player ended up getting murdered by another Baylor basketball player. The head coach of Baylor basketball at the time was saying, we got to paint Dennehy in a bad light. Let's say he was selling drugs and all this other stuff. And he was secretly recorded by assistant coach, and he got fired. What's going on in Baylor, Spade? What's going on down there?
It's horrible. You kind of know some of this stuff goes on. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know his daughter had a very passionate post on social media about how her father's a man of integrity and faith and character, and
Spade, you can't
you gotta do something. Yeah, I mean, like,
you can't say that a person is a man of integrity and you letting these dudes on campus just running around. Now let's remember, Baylor wasn't always it. Like, Art Browse got Baylor popping. Like, he turned that into a program that really, I mean, I would say they one of the powerhouses in college football. They ain't Alabama or they not one of those guys, but I mean, they considered a big time program now in college football. A lot of people are saying that they should, hire ex alum Mike Singletary down there as the head coach, which I don't think would be a bad hire. He don't take no crap.
Yeah.
He don't take no crap. But I mean, Art Browse, man, like, I can't wait for the report to come out. I'm ready to read it, see what was really going on. But we know one of the players has one of the most famous memes ever on social media, Sean Oakman, he didn't get drafted because he has a sexual assault pending right now. Like, it's just ugly down there at Baylor University. And I don't know what's going on down there, but it's going to be big sanctions coming down. Boy,
it's ugly, and it's so close to the start of the season that hiring a coach is next to impossible. So what you end up doing is probably promoting somebody off of the coaching staff who may or may not be affiliated with what's going on anyway.
I think they gave a defensive coordinator the interim job for now to try and keep everything. But do you think just because, let me ask you this.
The whole staff got to go, bro.
I was just about to say that.
The whole staff got to go.
If Art Browse was doing this, you don't think the staff knew? Come on, man.
They got to go, bro.
Come on, man.
They got to go. And that's unfortunate, but they got to go.
Got to go. I agree 100%.
All right, man. Right here on my board, it says favorite segment of the show.
Let's get it.
Okay, man. We have gotten to the end of the show. I see a lot of people join with questions. What we do is we kind of finish our whatever we got here, and then we just kind of freestyle it. So I saw some questions. We'll get to those questions. Last segment of the show that we have for you is the Heisman of Podcasts. It is the most prestigious award that you can get as an athlete from a podcast. It's beautiful. I always do my hand like I'm holding it, but I'm not because it's too heavy. It's got diamonds and emeralds and rubies on it. But anyway, we get this award to a player who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the win. We call it the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. LaPerez, you on the hot seat, my dude. Who you got this week and why?
Hey, I got tired of picking the regulars, the usual suspects, the Steph Currys,
You picked Steven Adams. That ain't no usual suspect.
Hey,
What was your last one?
I wanted to take it somewhere else, babe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shock you with this. Sometimes people say change is good. Like I said, sometimes change is good. If Strong Arm Sports get it popping, if Strong Arm Sports get it popping and they want to get my man Spade out of here, I'm not doing it. Change ain't always good. Spade, I'm holding out for you. I'm a Brandon Marshall. I'm a Brandon Marshall for you, Spade.
Whatever.
Believe that.
Whatever.
Believe that. But sometimes change is good, Spade. If you guys haven't heard, I'm taking it back to the NCAA. If you guys haven't heard, Under Armour and UCLA has put together the best deal ever in NCAA history, the biggest deal ever. UCLA and Under Armour deal is worth $280 million of them things. It's the biggest deal.
Under Armour?
Yes, Under Armour. It's the biggest deal in NCAA history. And if you guys didn't know, UCLA has been with Adidas forever. Under Armour swooped in, took UCLA. Now, I know some of you guys are too young to remember, but UCLA is another one of those prestigious colleges that's, they big on tradition. And they was with Adidas forever, and they changed tradition. And I think this will help them get some of their swagger back. Getting new Under Armour.
Man, them trash uniforms ain't finna help them.
Man,
I ain't even gonna let you finish that.
Under Armour, holla at me. I would endorse. Let me get a pair of free Steph Currys. I would endorse Under Armour. But let me tell you something. Spade hate Under Armour, but they made some of the dopest collegiate football jerseys you ever seen. Shout out to UCLA for making that change. Sometimes change is good, and for that reason right there, UCLA, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week.
Man, you so fake right now, bro. You gave Miami all kinds of hell for signing with Adidas.
Yeah, Adidas ain't it. Clearly.
Adidas was the number 2 company in collegiate endorsements.
Yeah, they was.
This deal right here just jumped them. And you just fan of Under Armour. With their trash apparel.
Is the key,
Under Armour, I would not be so easy to buy. He's easy to buy. Now, I didn't say I'm not. I didn't say I'm unbuyable.
I'm telling y'all, I'm cheap.
But it won't be so easy to buy.
I'm cheap.
I got to be honest with you guys. Somebody was giving me a hard time about not live streaming last night. This is my anniversary weekend. Me and my wife. That means my wife been putting up with for some years.
Yeah, man.
So I was spending time. So I ain't really get a chance to get me a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. But because I love y'all for supporting the show, I got something.
Oh, Lord.
I decided to give my
James
Strong
Harden
Arm.
made his way back to the show.
King already got me about that. He said Harden didn't even make the All-NBA team, and Spade about to give him Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Y'all be giving me hell. But no, for real, I got to go. I'm giving my Strong Arm Performer of the Week to somebody who raised the level of play, not just for them, but for some other folks. Who could you be talking about, Spade? I'm talking about the Golden State Warrior medical training staff. Because listen to me, after Game 4's loss, Steph Curry was at 70%. The whole world was like, oh no, Steph Curry is hurt. Game 5, this man said, we ain't going home. We ain't going home. He was banging on his chest and he was like 100%. Wow, what a training staff. So for that performance, Golden State Warrior training staff, you guys are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. I don't know how y'all do it, man. It's witchcraft.
Spade is in full troll mode,
That really happened.
Yeah,
he was 70% after Game 4 and Game 5. He was one of them ultimate team cards. He was over 100. He was 110. He was 110.
Oh my God.
He was a golden ticket. They made him a golden ticket. And for that, the Golden State Warrior training staff is my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. You get them boys a round of applause. That was amazing.
Man,
I don't even know how they did it.
Listen, man.
I don't know how they did it.
He's so disrespectful, man.
It was almost overnight. From 70 to 100. Like that. He was banging on his chest, and I was thinking, you hurt. Don't be banging on your chest like that. You can hurt yourself.
Let me give him the links. And while I'm giving him the links, can you please put the links in the chat, please, bro?
I will, but I don't understand why y'all dismissing my strong arm performer of the week.
Listen, man. Listen. We're going to take questions after the show. I just want to close the show out right. But Spade in full troll mode, and I just can't take it. I'm going to close the show out. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us live every week. And you guys already know, if you miss a live show, it's okay. You can watch us on demand on YouTube at TheFullHouseEnt. And guess what? If you guys don't want to see our mugshot every week, that's cool too. You can listen to our audio podcast. We got podcasts everywhere. We on UPodOmatic. We on SoundCloud. And we got, one of the best podcasts on iTunes. The numbers don't lie. We got one of the best podcasts on iTunes. So you can get us on iTunes as well. Strong Arm Sports. That's us everywhere. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Spade, you got anything else to add?
Shout out to somebody just came through and said the Suns staff added 3 years on Shaq, man. You absolutely right, man. I love kicking it with these dudes, bro.
Let me tell you something, man. I want to thank you guys for tuning in every week, man. We'll definitely see you guys next episode. Every week.
I done came up.
Every week we growing. Every week we getting better. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with us a week. We'll see you guys next episode.